Welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, oh. Give me a second. Let me get it together. Give me a second. Oh. Got a good subject tonight. Ass niggas. Are you mad? Aww. Anyway, so just walking home after getting some food, and I was thinking of something really kind of serious. If you could tell by the title, if you're a woman, these fucking jabronis always want to pop up. Anyway, or if you're a woman, you care about your father, daddy's little girl, this is for the daddy's little girls that became misguided or, I don't know what, because to me, I've seen a lot of different women, so, how pretty is that? Anyway, I was thinking to myself, if I had a daughter, having a daughter is really hard because women don't have the clear advantage in life, meaning you're designed physically weaker than men. Now being you doesn't mean you can't be smarter than a man. It doesn't mean some of you can't work harder than other men. But overall, since a man is built to endure and, have more strength than you, if we work the same job that's really, really hard, you're going to give up before I will. Because your body's going to tell you to. You can't do it. So that means I get to work longer hours than you. That means I automatically get more money than you. Without any system of, we're going to play unfair with women. We don't have to play unfair. The Lord designed me to take care of you. Or make you smart so you can take care of yourself. Because, that's always on the table in the Lord's house. Now, what I realized is, because I don't have kids, I said, what's more disappointing? What would be more disappointing? Having a son, that doesn't really get his shit together, and, or having a daughter that doesn't get their shit together, meaning because men know women have it a little harder, there are a lot of good guys out here that if you're a good woman, they'll be with you and pick up some of that slack. Now, men have it clearly harder than women in that category, and you don't play games like you just can't just do what you want sometimes. Now, the thing is though, when you're daddy's little girl, daddy supports whatever you do. If you want to be fucking out there, but you ain't gonna tell daddy you out there, but you don't want no man, you're a feminist. I'm tough. I don't need no man. We don't want to call you a, because we ain't talking about those type women. We're talking about women that just, they want to do their fucking thing. They want to live the world that they have the privilege to live and say, I don't have to let a man take care of me, so I won't. Sound the horns. You know what I mean? But when you actually don't take care of yourself, sound the horns, that's bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a chick that really does hold your shit down, and it's hard, so falling off and shit, going up and down, you still the shit. That's what most men go through, so I ain't saying that make you worse or nothing. No, it's the women that lie and say, I'm independent, but your ass always in daddy pocket. As soon as you fuck up big, you go right to daddy and you say, Daddy, I need rent. Daddy, I need Pampers. Daddy, my car note. Daddy, you get it? Daddy's always gonna be there. And there's nothing wrong with that. Daddy's took that obligation when he decided to birth you and understood, fuck, man, I got all types of people in my pocket. When I have this daughter, she's never coming out of my pocket. Ever. No matter how old she get, she's always gonna be able to hit me with the bullshits. And I'm like, I love you. You get it? And that's understandable. The thing is, when you just fight for this independence and this, I'm all of this, and you want to be Shira, but you're not doing that, that's disappointing to daddy. And what I realized about people is, nothing makes people do the right thing better than a parent that's disappointed in you. One that's actually there. When they look at you and tell you, like, yo, come on, bro, how many more times we gonna go through this? How many more times you gonna play around with your rent money? How many times you gonna keep playing around with these boys? Or these thugs? How many times? Before daddy gotta go to jail or something? Or daddy gotta lose he losing his car. Daddy late on his rent, You don't know it though, because daddy's taking fucking loans out, trying to be a Superman, when he should have just put you in your place a long time ago and said, sit your ass down. Daddy's got to work for all those dollars that you're spending up. Daddy worked hard for that retirement money. Daddy went through a lot of things, every day to get those dollars, just to give it to you, It's even worse if mommy's still there. She's always in his pocket. Like I thought to myself, what's worse? And I said, a son would be bad because, every son wants his son to become that dude or the next best thing better than him. But as a realistic man, as long as my son doesn't kill himself and works hard and actually tries to fucking do something better than the average man, he doesn't actually have to do it. He just has to try, so, just in case if it works. I can deal with that, because I can punch my son in the chest. You see, a man and his son, they get cutoff dates earlier. Daddy's not paying his rent all the time. He's going to tell him, no one paid my rent when I was your age. I didn't even have a father. So, no. You're going to learn like I learned. Why? Because you're going to want a kid one day. And what happens if you have a daughter? You're going to have a lot of money for that. Or you're going to have to go without a lot of times because she's taking your money and thinking that it's just daddy's a bank. Nah, daddy got a limit, dog. And like I said, daddy doesn't care about you succeeding in all these things and so grandioso, but daddy does care that you pretend to be independent and you're still running around with these men. You're wasting time and money on them. You're not even pursuing your dream no more. Remember? A lot of y'all say that. I don't want no man so I can live my dreams. And alright, well, why ain't you still doing that? And who cares if you get rich at it? Still do it. Still, live life. A lot of women say they don't want men and hate men, but this 90% of your fucking day is talking about men and alluring men with your clothes and your ways but you don't want no man. You don't need no man. Well, daddy may die one day, and unfortunately for you, if you don't find another man that actually can care like daddy, there is no other man coming that's going to love you like that and always say yes, yes, yes. Not even your husband's going to do that. Daddy don't even do it. They all reach the point. Now, I don't know who this is for, but I know it's for somebody because I'm watching a lot of grown women get a total recall on life. And yous are lucky because, some of yous get to wake up and start just being regular again. You don't even have to transform. You already know how to treat a man nice. You know how to act right. You just, you got hip to the games, the algorithm, what they told you to feel like. And then day by day, when you're alone, when the girls ain't around, it's just you in that crib. And you got to do something, and you're like, I don't want to do it. I wish somebody was here. Sure want to watch this movie with somebody. Tired of laughing at it by myself. It seems to not be. Movies don't seem to be as great when nobody's there. Sometimes they are. For me, I can watch anything, but even myself being a lone wolf, I know for a fact you can do anything, like not even talk. Don't even speak to each other. Just sit in a room with somebody. I guarantee you it's better than sitting in a room by yourself, because you feel somebody else there. You're not alone. And a lot of people are going through a lot of things in this world, and they're alone. And everybody's going to start figuring out, hopefully, not everybody, a lot of people are going to figure out being alone is the stupidest thing you can do in this world. It literally is. It's the most retarded thing you can do, because you're not built to be alone, or you don't have enough money to be alone, or you secretly don't want to be alone, and you just you want to be in a cool kids club, the cool girls club. They can't find one, and you can still. They can still find one, but finding a good one that want to be with you and all of that runs out for everybody, even men. A lot of men are going to learn the hard way. You're going to see a lot of guys out here desperate, throwing money at everything moving. Locking down any chick. Because there's a lot of them out here and they look like they're decent, And then they're going to find out the hard way. Nah, the money doesn't make them loyal. The money doesn't make them stay. That does. Their brain, their heart, what they really want in life. A lot of people are going to wake up to what they really want and not even realize it. Some of you have already got it. You're about to blow it and let it go at the worst time, So if you have a man or you're talking to somebody and they're not a complete asshole, you might want to tighten your belt and take things a little serious, Or get rid of them. How long do you need to be with somebody before you know if you're serious or not, Yo, this shit's a shame, bro. Alright, we're gonna end the video with this. Yo, there's way too many younger women that really are walking around with dusty bum, can straight see junkie niggas. Can we get a campaign, save the young chicks from the junkies? Because these young chicks are finished because they have no job. They have nowhere to live. So that's what's out there for a lot of women. And all women talk that shit until you out on the street. And nobody cares. And the only one out there is that junkie. You get it? So, like I just said, if you with somebody and you ain't doing the best, a lot of you ladies need to buckle the fuck down and stay with the good man you have. Because when you're out here, bro, the older you get, the worse it gets. It really only gets worse. Like, this is the third time I seen a woman that I'm like, I'm not saying she's the greatest, but I can see with the right help, rehabilitation can be, it could happen. Or I could be wrong and they're all just like, like what did this, I forgot what jokes, I heard a joke one time. He said, Jesus couldn't save these hoes, so why are you trying? Because his father said, keep trying. His father said, keep trying. His father said, you're not going to save them all. You're not Ash. They're not Pokemon. Some of them are not going to listen. But the ones that do, you could be saving a life. So, for you faggot ass niggas that always have that dumbass philosophy, you know, got this poor girl walking around with a bat, my nigga. Like, she's not even a girl. She's a woman. You can tell she's a young woman. It's like, damn, bro. Like, what the fuck going on in the world where we got? I see more junkies with women that's viable and about to fall all the way down to the drugs than regular ass men with jobs. They don't have them. What the fuck are we living in? What is going on, bro? Like, are we not in the Twilight Zone? I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone sometimes. I'm like, what the fuck am I living in? You know? Because I've been around, you know? This ain't the first city I moved to, you know? I ain't been to all of them, but, you know, I watch stories, I see things. And I'm like, bro, y'all women gotta start sticking together or some shit. Like, I don't even know the last time I seen two homeless women trying to stick together and not, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is wrong with chicks? You would think that's, like, you know, the smart thing to do or something. But I guess not. Oh yeah, I forgot, another woman can't protect you from the homeless crazy guys. So you gotta have a homeless crazy guy with you. All love, all praise to the Most High. Woof up. Or, you know, just watch. Turn the TV on or something. Go watch the fucking football game. Go watch the Knicks win. You know?